Hi, welcome to another live edition of In Studio, the show for the city of Riverside, where we try and get a better understanding of the music scene in and around the city of Riverside, California. I'm Steve Brazel, your host, and I've got a wonderful guest with me today. Before we get into the guest, just a reminder, what we're doing here with In Studio Live is the Riverside Lunch Fest. It's happening in the Breezeway right here outside City Hall, downtown Riverside. And if you come down after this week, you still have time to come down this week, bring your lunch. We've got live music from April coming up. We've got some artists here. We've got a bunch of stuff. Come on down, bring your lunch, enjoy it. But we're also doing it next week and the week after. So the entire month of July on Tuesdays, come down to City Hall for lunch. Today, my guest is April Dalmasio. She's going to be performing for us today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Steve?
I'm really good. It's good to meet you finally because I've heard about you in the Riverside music scene for quite some time. And how do you describe, from a musical point of view, do you describe yourself as a singer-songwriter?
I don't anymore. I used to when I was more of in the coffee house scene, but I've ventured out a lot more to electronics, to creating a lot more with covers and being more artistic with creating my own way of doing other people's music as well.
You know, it's interesting. You just brought up something that popped a question into my head. You used the word artist. I'm kind of curious always how artists become artists, right? So as you're growing up, what gets you to being a musician like you are today? What takes you down that path?
I think passion really takes you down that path. If you really love what you're doing, and you work hard for it, then you're going to be determined, because it's in your heart, to go for that dream. Doing what you love. Yeah.
So passion rings true and pursuing it rings true, because you have auditioned for a number of shows I love, The Voice, yes, American Idol. Songland I find fascinating now, and you've auditioned for that one too. If you haven't seen Songland, it's a great show. I forget the network, but great show where they look at the songwriting process in detail. As somebody who does do originals, what's your songwriting process? Is it music first? Is it lyrics first? Are you writing about real life experiences, or are you just coming up with a concept in your head of, you know, there was a truck with a dog in it and they were in a country road? I mean, how does that work? I don't know why I went there.
Country road. My music is very much influenced by my real life experiences.
Okay.
And when I'm feeling something, the lyrics come first, because I'm feeling I'm expressing what I'm feeling through words, and then the music comes after. So I add those lyrics into songs that the music parts.
Is it random, like, oh, I've got something in my head, I need to get this down on paper, and you sit and write? Or are you like a writer, like a book writer, where you have specific times you force yourself to sit down and write?
There have been times where I've forced myself to sit down and write, but I don't feel that is the most authentic. I don't think those songs come out as authentically as the songs that I suddenly wake up in the morning, in early morning, and I'm like, oh, I gotta write this down.
Where's a napkin?
Yes, exactly.
The old Stairway to Heaven thing. So when you're writing a song, you're writing the lyrics first. Do you write to a rhythm and a beat in your head, or do you write it more as written word poetry, or are you hearing it as you would sing it?
It's definitely poetry, more of poetry. Sometimes if there's like a chorus that comes up in my head, like this chorus will be really great, like a musical chorus, you know, like while I'm writing that song, that'll sometimes go together.
And you build around it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all of this has gotten you far. You've got a number of awards. I think it was 2009 was it in Inland Empire that you won the award? So Inland Empire, I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, Best Female Vocalist. And Best Country Vocalist as well. And you were also a finalist on Riverside Sings competition, which we do at the Rhythm of Riverside Summer Concert Series at Fairmount Park every summer. We stopped for a couple of years, but it's back again this year, actually.
Cool.
So this has all led you to recording your own stuff. Yeah. So when was your I think it was 2011, but what was your first EP?
My first EP was, 2011. I recorded that at Cal State San Bernardino. I was going to school there at the time. And so my musical friends and I just got together. We went to the music department there and we recorded my songs.
And what was the name of the EP?
The EP was called Fairy Tale.
And it's all originals?
Yes.
But then in 2014, you recorded a self-titled album.
Yes.
And that's still available?
Yes.
Where
online.
can people get these?
You can get them online, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, anywhere streaming or wherever you can find music online these days.
So all the normal places
Yeah.
that people can go. So when I looked at your bio, there were a number of things that kind of stuck out at me. First of all, you've gotten accolades from a number of well-known elected people and some well-known recording artists as well. But also you're heavily involved in charity, which I think is kind of an interesting thing that I think more people should do. You want to name some of the charities that you're involved in?
Yes, I do music, and I spend my time performing for charities such as Relay for Life. That's a really big one that
That's a good one.
I work with. Every year I get involved with the community, trying to work with them and performing and doing shows that gain funds for those
For the charities that you're involved in. So I'm kind of curious, looking and listening to what you do, who were your musical influences?
Well, growing up, I listened to what my mom was listening to on the radio, which would have been like the Beatles or the Beach Boys, any classic rock that was playing. But my own influence, I was really into Michelle Branch and Katie Tunstall as female acoustic artists. Yeah.
It's funny, the other day, out of nowhere, because it's on my phone, I jump in my car, Bluetooth kicks in, and Katie Tunstall comes
Yeah.
on. And I hadn't played it in a while. I don't know why it auto-started, but it was really, really refreshing. Not even who, what's your favorite album of all time?
My favorite album would be by Katie Tunstall, Invisible Empire.
Okay.
I can really feel her emotions through that album.
Yeah, she it's from the heart
Yes.
type thing. If you could sit down yourself and interview any artist,
Okay.
okay? And it may be Katie, I don't know.
Okay.
But if you could sit down and interview any artist, or have dinner with them is a great way to think of it, right?
Okay.
Just this relaxing, long conversation, who would it be? Alive or dead?
Man. That's really hard. There's so many.
You only get one.
I only get one? Okay. I think I would sit down with Michelle Branch. She
Why?
influenced me a lot, songwriting, and I follow her, on social media, and I just see her personality as a person. Like I would love to spend time with her. That'd be really cool.
Who is the artist? Okay, this is gonna be I told you there were gonna be surprises, right? Who is the artist that most people would look at you and be really surprised?
Okay.
You like them?
Okay.
Who's that one artist that would surprise people that you're a fan of?
When I tell people I really like Paramore, people get surprised by that.
I can understand why, though.
I love them. They're cool.
Have you seen them live?
Yes.
See,
so energetic.
I do concert
Yeah.
photography, and Paramore is a bucket list
Cool.
band to me. I would
Yes.
love to photograph Paramore.
Yeah.
So the music scene in Riverside, you were born and raised in Riverside, is my understanding. Having been born and raised here, and you perform around here, like you're doing today at Lunch Fest here in Riverside, what do you think right now? Because in my life in Riverside, I've seen the music scene, like anything else in any town. I've seen it have its ups, its downs,
Yes.
its strong resurgence times. What do you think right now of the music scene in Riverside?
I think it's great now. It did go through like a small downfall for a few years.
It sounds so fatal.
It is, I know.
Yeah, I know.
No, music. But it's great now. It's really cool. It's cool to see other artists performing, like doing street music here in downtown. A lot of the small businesses here are having live music on the weekends, so it's so good to see.
Yeah, the live venue down here that used to be Romano's,
Yeah.
the concert lounge. That's a great place to go, and I know that Patrick has done
Yes.
the local scene there. Have you performed at that?
I haven't yet, but I hear that open mic is
Yeah,
bomb.
the open mic night, they get some great people down. There are a
Yeah.
couple that we've had on the show as well.
Yeah.
If people want to know more about April Dalmasio, where can they go website-wise?
Okay, my website is aprildalmasio.com.
Okay, you might want to spell it just to be
And
safe.
yes, it is spelled crazy.
Because you need to hear the spelling, so grab a pen. Go.
Okay, APRYLE DALMACIO.
Okay, so that makes it easier. And everything, all your social links are there too, but let's get them out. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it's all April Dalmasio.
Yep.
Okay. YouTube, when I looked it up, was the unusual one. It's I Love April, spelled April the way she spells it. And love is L-U-V. But you think it's also might be under April Dalmasio too?
Yes.
Okay. So check her out on YouTube, check out her website, follow her on social media, show her some love, and better yet, it's still early. Come down to Lunchfest at Riverside City Hall and watch her play live. I want to thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to seeing you, and you're going to perform a couple of songs for us right now. Fantastic. Do you know the songs you're going to do?
Yes, I will.
Are they originals or covers?
Both.
Both. Okay. On the original, well, don't tell us the covers. We'll be surprised. On the originals, you want to tell us what they are?
Yes, I'm going to sing No Roads, Sail, Break, and Don't Know Why.
Okay. So the first original that you're doing, the first original song is which one?
No Roads.
Tell me a little bit about that song.
No Roads is about staying friends with the person that you broke up with. Difficult situation, I think.
Yeah, but something that almost everybody has experienced.
Yes.
April Dalmasio, thanks for joining us on In Studio.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay, so it's time to listen to this young lady play live. This is In Studio, live at the Riverside Lunch Fest. Grab a chair, grab your lunch, come on down.
The path I took was unclear from the pictures in my head that caused fear. I made my decision, although I tried going back, despite the fact it was a love that we loved. You'll sail the same lines you said to me, share the places I had seen, the way that we were has come to an end. I'll always be here for you. You sail the same lines you said to me, share the places I had seen, the way that we were has come to an end. I'll always be here for you, my friend. Now it's different times change, but nothing can compare of the memories that we share. You fell for someone completely new, and I knew that she was the one. Perfect for you, there are no roads leading back. The path we took was unclear from the pictures in my head that caused fear. I made my decision, although I tried going back, despite the fact it was a love that we left. You'll sail the same lines you said to me, share the places I had seen, the way that we were has come to an end. I'll always be here for you. You sail the same lines you said to me, share the places I had seen, the way that we were has come to an end. I'll always be here for you, my friend. My friend. say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to bring you down? It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. But have you any dreams you like to sell? Dreams of loneliness like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had, what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. There's only love you in their playing. Yeah, women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to bring you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. But listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had, what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. There's only love you in their playing. Yeah, women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You will know. You'll know. Thank you so much. That was Fleetwood Mac, Dreams. This next song is an original song. The first one was as well, and this next song is called Sail. You make me laugh. You make me cry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I still love you unconditionally. You go out of your way to put a smile on my face. You spend all your time to make me happy. Sail play all these jokes. You get me so angry, and then ask me why. Seriously?